Hey, Bryson with Trick Tools here, and we're going to give you guys a look at the Fein MultiMaster 700 Max. And this machine here is very commonly used in the construction world. Let's say, home building, home remodeling, that sort of thing. It's really good for wood use, but what you may not know is that they have a lot of accessories that make this a great tool in a metal shop as well. So, starting with how the MultiMasters work, if you're familiar a little bit, there's a lot of companies that make these tools or make these types of tools that use these types of cutters. Fein is actually the company that developed this product. So the MultiMaster line with these types of blades was something that Fein came up with, and they're the originators of it. So they have a lot of experience in this, and they've been able to use that to develop this product out to be useful in more than just the construction world. So how these work is you have a blade on here that can be oriented in a number of different directions. So if I was to pop this loose off of here, this will actually fit on here in different angles. So you can turn this different ways on the machine, which helps you and allows you to get this to be good for different applications, as far as maybe somewhere you can't reach with a regular cutoff wheel. This is a pretty short blade this way, but they have blades that are also longer. So being able to reach into areas that you normally can't reach in, say you need to cut a bolt, even cutting, working in a car, cutting in areas that are really tight areas where a lot of different parts are coming together that you maybe can't fit a regular cutoff tool, you might be able to reach in there with one of these. So it really opens up the possibilities as far as what you can do for cutting metal. So they've got their metal cutting blades. So yeah, when you pop these on here, it just kind of clips in place, and like I said, you can pop that in any direction. So real easy clip in, doesn't move. And so when you turn the machine on, the blade actually oscillates back and forth to do the cutting. So say you're using it straight on like this, you decide you want a little different angle to get the tool in there a little better. Real easy to pop the blade off of there. You can then realign it and totally turn it in different directions around here. So there are different blades for these machines beyond just these straight style blades. So like for instance here in this kit, we have a blade that's mostly round, but they do have full round options as well. And this has cutting edge on all sides of this. So, you can put this on here and you can rotate the machine in any way to be able to cut through stuff, cut through sheet metal. You could actually, use these types of blades, let's say for if you're cutting a patch, maybe in a rocker panel or something like that, you can use this, cut your patch out, and be able to work from there. There's also some different sanding attachments. So you have, this is a triangle sander attachment that we have a number of different grits available for sanding, and there's also this other one that gives you two different sizes of sanding to be able to get into real tight areas. And this would be a really nice feature. Let's say you're working on a car, you have different spots where there's going to be, let's say in a door jamb where you have multiple steps up, and it's pretty hard to get a regular round, sanding disc in some of these areas. You can, pop this on there and really get into some tight corners and be able to sand in some spots that way. So they do have available also different scraper blades. So like what you have here is a scraper blade that you can use to remove undercoating. You can use to remove, let's say, seam sealer, different things like that. And it makes the job real easy to be able to scrape that off without having to try to work it by hand or use a hammer with a scraper blade, that sort of thing. The quick oscillating motion back and forth allows it to get the job done and cut right through those things. So there is a version of the MultiMaster that we have available that is specifically intended for auto glass applications. So the different glues and sealers that they use for auto glass, even cutting glass, we'll have that available as well. And that would be their auto glass version of this machine. So this 700 Max, you know, the way it works is, you know, when that blade is oscillating back and forth to be able to cut, there's other machines out there, like I said, that hold these same style blades. But so the throw, what's different about this machine is that the throw of the amount of oscillation that this blade has back and forth is actually a little bit longer on this machine, which makes it better for cutting metal. So, you know, if you, let's say you wanted to put some of these metal blades on a MultiMaster machine or MultiMaster type machine that, say, doesn't have as much of a throw, it's got a real tight movement back and forth, you know, you're pretty much going to be wearing off that one single spot on the blade, and you know, therefore ruining the blades. And it's just not, they're not really intended for cutting metal as much as the 700 Max is. So Fein has a huge selection of accessories for these. So just because you buy, you know, a 700 Max doesn't mean it's not good for wood applications. But you know, if you buy a machine that's maybe intended for wood applications, it's not going to be as good for metal. So it's going to be really hard. I'm not going to cover all of the accessories that we'll have available. We're focusing on the metal side of things. So when you look on our website, you'll see the selection of metal cutting accessories, and some of those are wood/metal cutting accessories, but that's our focus, is to show you guys how these tools can be used in a metal shop. So these machines are variable speed. So when you turn them on, there's a little dial right here on the side. That you can tune up and down to be able to, you know, dial in the speed that you want for the project you're working on, and make sure you're cutting at the right speed. So like I said, the release of the blade is super easy. So it kind of uses a little spring cam action to where when you release the lever here, it's a two-piece deal that spreads apart to lock the blade in. So when you release the lever here, it brings those back together, and that's what allows the blade to come off. So when you push that back on here, it springs that apart, and then you lock that in, and that can't come off of there to release the blade. So we'll show you guys the up-close view of that. But there are 3 different options as far as these blades are concerned. So you have, this is what is referred to as a Starlock, and then you have the Starlock Plus, and you have the StarlockMax. Now, the regular Starlock will fit pretty much any MultiMaster type of machine, but as you go up there, and you go up into the StarlockMax, those are specifically intended for the Fein 700 Max machine. And that's going to separate this machine from other machines that are out there, because the 700 Max tooling with the StarlockMax is only going to fit in the 700 Max. So, you know, if you buy the StarlockMax accessories, it's not going to fit in more of a basic Starlock machine of other types. So one of the good features about the MultiMaster 700 Max is that the way this is designed is that it absorbs the vibration of the machine as much as possible, so that it transfers as little as possible to your hands, because obviously, you know, you're holding a tool like this that vibrates a lot. After a long time of using them, you can feel that in your hands afterwards. So being able to reduce that can really it can extend the life of your hands and allow you to you know, work longer throughout the day, that sort of thing too. So that's a great feature about these machines. So we'll show you guys a little sheet metal cutting demonstration here on some 19 gauge steel. When you get these, we will have a couple of different versions. We'll have more of a basic kit, and we'll have a kit that's going to come with a pretty good selection of blades and some sanding accessories. And we also will have, these are the corded versions, but we also have a battery powered version available as well. So we're going to have all this information on the accessories listed on our website, so you'll be able to look at that. And if you have any questions on accessories, you're looking for more stuff, and you want to know exactly what's going to fit your application and allow you to get the work done that you're trying to do, please give us a call. Visit our website at Trick-Tools.com. We can help you out, answer any questions you have, and help get you sorted out on the Fein 700 Max MultiMaster machine. Thanks for watching this video. Subscribe to our YouTube channel for more videos on high performance tools for the fabricator.